Designers can't wait. Engineers can't wait. Business today can't wait on old technology from the phone company. It demands a new breed of speed. Comcast Business Class. PC Mag has named us the fastest business internet provider in the nation. Add bandwidth as you need it. Get dedicated business customer service 24/7. Don't wait. Switch to Comcast Business Class because business can't wait.
Coming up, man races zebra.
10-1 on the zebra.
Guess who didn't win the internet race last night?
Uverse?
Yet again.
Switch to Xfinity. It has speeds more than 4 times faster than Uverse. That means the fastest downloads, even when the kids are gaming online and the wife is Skyping the in-laws. Brad?
I'm calling Xfinity.
We're back in 10 seconds, so...
Don't settle for old technology with Uverse. Get faster internet with Xfinity, the fastest internet provider in the nation, according to PC Mag. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Free comes the new network, all about us. Destination America.
So juicy and tasty and delicious.
Our food.
Gives you a little snap right there at the end when you're tasting it.
Our travel.
Downtown Las Vegas is a hidden treasure.
Our people.
I can find something like this and turn it into cash.
Destination America, arriving Memorial Day.
UHF UHF select high power.
Throughout the 1960s, as the number of missions increased, so did the number of sightings of unidentified objects.
When UFO sightings first began in the United States, the Air Force was handed a problem of what do we do with it. It looked like there was things flying around that the Air Force couldn't control.
In an attempt to deal with the issue, in 1968, the U.S. Air Force commissioned a full investigation called the Condon Report. Despite several significant discrepancies between the astronauts' accounts and official explanations, the report concludes that further extensive study of UFOs probably cannot be justified.
Condon Report was definitely an attempt to discourage public discussion of this. It was a cover-up.
Governments are inherently secretive. Add to that the taboo about reporting and discussing UFOs, and you have the public perception that governments know something and they're hiding something.
Unlike the United States, the British government employed an official UFO investigation unit for over 50 years.
This is an official report from a senior military officer talking about a landed UFO.
Nick Pope worked there before it was suddenly shut down in 2009.
Before I began that job at the Ministry of Defense, I was extremely skeptical about UFOs, but I came out of that post believing that it was possible that we were being visited. In the Ministry of Defense, in NASA footage, there are things that cannot be explained.
September 1973. Skylab, an 85-ton space station, is near the end of its 59-day mission. Owen Garriott, Jack Loosma, and Alan Bean are studying the effects of long-term space travel on the human body.
We did a lot of physical examinations of ourselves to see what was happening to our body as each day passed.
On September 20th, pilot Jack Loosma spots something. A bright red flashing light traveling across the sky. Alan Bean records the encounter in his mission diary.
It says here, out the wardroom window, we saw a bright red light with a bright, dim period of 10 seconds. It got brighter and drifted along with us for 20 minutes or more. It was the brightest object we'd seen.
Owen Garriott takes a series of photographs. The first 3 capture the bright light, but the 4th also captures the object's bizarre shape.
One of the pictures they took was widely published because it showed what looked like a squash spider, a squiggle, a squash slinky toy.
Could the object's shape be an optical illusion?
more likely that that picture is some kind of camera aberration, exposure setting error.
But optical physicist Bruce Maccabee disagrees.
One thing I am quite sure of is the structured image is not an accident of aberrations in the lens. The shutter time was probably about a 250th of a second. That's fast enough to stop almost any hand motion.
Alan Bean wonders if what they saw was some kind of satellite.
This was the brightest object we'd seen, and it was tumbling, so it was flashing. Oh, and then Jack pointed out it was probably a satellite. Then that's what I think it was, and I said that there.
But Oberg is not convinced.
No satellites are dominantly red, and you will probably never see a red-looking satellite going by overhead.
During the encounter, astronaut Owen Garriott timed how long it took the object to fall into the Earth's shadow compared with Skylab. Bruce Maccabee uses this information and the photograph to gauge the object's size.
You come up with something that's a couple hundred meters in size, much larger than anything that was in orbit, much larger even than the Skylab itself, which was the biggest thing in orbit at the time.
The exact nature of the bright red object seen by the astronauts on Skylab 3 remains a mystery.
It's not space junk, that doesn't change direction. It's not a meteor, they don't change direction. It's my conclusion that we're looking at some kind of spacecraft.
What if fresh flowers, bourbon barrels, chocolate, chilies, and something called cosmic mother funk all have in common? Sam Adams. Last year, we brewed more than one new beer every week. Some we'd been experimenting with for years. Others, we just found a cool ingredient. Many we brewed just once to see how they would taste. Why? Because at Sam Adams, we love beer.
When you have a hole in your neck, don't face the shower head.
Suction out your tube before you eat. Crouch. Don't bend over. You don't want to lose the food in your stomach. Don't use spray paint.
Be very careful shaving.
You can quit. For free help, visit smokefree.gov.
This is corporate headquarters. As you can see, I have a unique business. How do I compete with the big boys? Got this fancy business address, a marketing department, distribution center, got a great team, even a cafeteria.
That's mine. From packing and shipping to printing and mailbox services, come into the UPS store for everything a small business needs.
I love logistics.
The new Taurus is going to blow people away, starting with the guys who built it. I haven't driven it yet. I'm going to try to take it easy and warm up slowly.
Hi.
You get car sick or anything?
No.
It's good.
Is that a challenge?
No. So with the 2013 Taurus, I can pretty much voice command anything.
Pretty much. You're going to be able to change your radio station, make a phone call. All of that you can do with just the sound of your voice.
All of it.
All of it.
Never have to take my hands off the wheel.
Never have to take your hands off the wheel, which is good when you're driving.
New episode of Adventure Time.
What?
New episode of Adventure Time.
What? What the huh?
New episode of
the junk.
What? Whatever.
I said new episode.
What?
New episode of Adventure Time.
What do you mean, what?
Listen, new episode of Adventure Time. New episode of Adventure Time, Mondays, 7:30, 6:30 Central, only on Cartoon Network.
Ordinary rubs don't always work on my arthritis.
Try Capsaicin HP. Purified capsaicin penetrates deep, blocking pain signals for hours. It's powerful relief you can trust. Feeling better?
Feeling great.
Capsaicin HP. Take the pain out of arthritis.
Jimmy Bonds.
I'm done. My skin's so raw.
Try new Gold Bond Friction Defense Stick.
That's new.
Gold Bond Friction Defense soothes skin and reduces friction right on the spot.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Think Bond. Gold Bond.
This stuff works.
Psst. Ever wonder if there's more out there?
How did you know?
Your lunch says it all.
Upgrade your meal with Wendy's new signature sides, like our chili cheese fries or baked sweet potatoes. Sides that make the meal. That's Wendy's way.
Now that's better.
You know, I've been thinking about the meeting I had with my father. Somehow he interpreted things a little different than I remember. I hate this limbo back and forth, senior versus junior. The one thing we both agreed on was that if either of us had a problem, there was kind of an open door to reach out. Well, I have a problem.
Guess who that was?
I've had it up to here. I'm just gonna walk through the front doors of OCC, sit down across the table from my father, and hash this thing out.
New Chopper, the two-part season finale, begins Monday at 9, only on Discovery.
September 15th, 1991. Shuttle mission STS-48 is orbiting over Australia when one of the external cameras captures a remarkable event. An object moves through space. A flash appears, and the object changes direction. Then, an unidentified streak shoots through the frame at high speed. James Oberg worked at Mission Control when the incident occurred.
The STS-48 video is probably the classic space shuttle UFO case because of dots appearing on the screen, some changing course, zipping around, and some passing close to each other as if by intent.
Physicist Jack Kasher has analyzed hours of NASA footage.
Every once in a while, you got something that's really hard to explain.
Having studied the footage frame by frame, he rules out the most obvious explanations.
It's not space junk, that doesn't change direction. It's not a meteor, they don't change direction. A comet, it doesn't enter the atmosphere.
Oberg believes the object is a small piece of ice.
The way stuff outside the shuttle moves around is completely unearthly, as to expect, because you're off the planet. And if a thruster fires or something else leaks out, it can be blown to a different course.
But Dr. Kasher disagrees.
The object moves over and really physically stops for half a second. Now, if this thing is an ice particle, it can't do that. I think that any skeptics that would try to disparage that and make these into ice particles are just simply wrong.
So if the object is not man-made or natural in origin, what could it be?
It's my conclusion that we're looking at some kind of spacecraft.
But what about the flash that appears as the object changes direction? Kasher worked on Reagan's Star Wars program in the 1980s. He wonders if the flash could be a form of directed energy weapon.
Some people would tend to think that it's maybe some kind of a particle beam weapon of some kind. That is a possibility I can't rule out.
The STS-48 sighting remains unresolved. February 25th, 1996. Columbia orbits 200 miles above the Earth's surface, preparing one of the most extraordinary experiments in NASA's history. The deployment of a satellite attached to a 12-mile-long cable. Franklin Chain Diaz, joint record holder for the most launches in NASA history, is the mission specialist on board.
The tether experiment was a very interesting experiment in electrodynamics, essentially creating a cosmic-sized generator.
The crew hoped to extend the tether through the Earth's magnetic field, generating electricity. As the tether deploys, the astronauts detect a current. Then suddenly, the cable breaks. The tether, nearly as long as Manhattan, now threatens the shuttle and her crew.
We didn't want to get the shuttle tangled up with this tether in the next orbit. So it was important for us to do a maneuver and get out of there.
the shuttle crew avoids disaster, watching multi-million-dollar hardware float off into the void.
All they could do was continue to film it, and that's what they did. They zoomed in, they zoomed out, and this is the footage that became the STS-75 incident.
You guys getting the image?
We see a long line, a couple of star-like things, and a lot of things swimming in the foreground.
The camera captures a swarm of objects flying around the giant tether. Photo analyst Mark D'Antonio is fascinated by the footage.
These large objects that appear to be floating behind the tether, and because they're sharply outlined, they appear to be some type of intelligently constructed vehicle.
The objects' apparent size was just as remarkable as their sheer numbers.
The tether is miles and miles away, and it's 12 miles long, and these objects appear to be themselves miles across. And this is what excited the UFO community so much. This was their smoking gun.
But D'Antonio believes that the footage isn't what it appears to be. This experiment demonstrates what he thinks happened.
What I've done is I've cut this piece of material to simulate the tether seen in the STS-75 footage. It's very reflective, just like the real tether was.
D'Antonio positions the tether away from the camera. Then, he hangs some small particles in front of it and starts filming.
The particles are very brightly lit, and they're also out of focus. When they're out of focus, they look very large.
Video footage captures the optical illusion. Small objects in the foreground appear to pass behind the distant, bright tether.
So this shows that the STS-75 incident, which caused a massive uproar, was nothing more than a video illusion.
I do not know what that thing was, and I don't know what it is today. Unidentified and unknown.
Pain starts from here, all the way down to my elbow. What's wrong, Gary?
I'm gonna pass out.
What the?
Your face is numb.
How many fingers you see, Chris? All right, I'm calling the Coast Guard. Coast Guard Cutter Sherman, this is the fishing vessel Wizard. Do you copy? Coast Guard Cutter Sherman, Coast Guard Cutter Sherman, this is the fishing vessel Wizard.
The new Taurus is going to blow people away, starting with the guys who built it. This Taurus is pretty serious. I can't believe they're actually going to let me drive it.
All right, it's got what, 360 horsepower?
365 horsepower.
Let's see what that feels like.
So this is 365 horsepower, all while delivering real great fuel economy.
So we're getting good fuel economy, because that's what I was thinking about right now.
Oh, boy.
I'm really gonna miss you. My new place isn't that far away. It's 15 miles away. With this Droid Razor by Motorola on Verizon 4G LTE, we can video chat on Skype. You're gonna get lost. This is GPS. Oh, that makes me feel better. Me too.
I'll go get you from the back.
The Droid Razor by Motorola. Now only $99.99. Hurry in. Offer ends May 13th. Verizon.
Welcome to Burger King, honey. Your crispy chicken strips.
Tyler.
Can I get an order of those new crispy chicken strips?
Well, who's that talking?
Steven.
This buffalo, this ranch.
The new crispy chicken strips. Come and get it at Burger King.
Think it's impossible to reduce the look of wrinkles after just one use?
Think again.
With Olay Regenerist Wrinkle Revolution, it's possible to reduce the look of wrinkles in just 10 minutes. Now you've seen it,
Experience it for yourself.
Olay Regenerist.
Kiwi, soy milk, impulse buy, gift horse, king crab, rhubarb pie, lettuce shower, made by bees, toucan Sam, that's not cheese, grass-fed curry, ginger snaps, soup can tower, 5% cash back. Right now, get 5% cash back at grocery stores. It pays to discover.
There are men who live their lives brighter and darker than others. They form bonds stronger than the rest. Here we celebrate this common bond of uncommon men. A man's right to be here must be earned. Today we welcome another man who's earned his seat at the table.
You're still running the show, and I'm like a puppet.
I stepped down as press. I didn't step away from the club.
Got a really important bike that I want to get back.
It's no one's ass but mine on the line.
I think Billy thinks this is more of a business trip, but I know where my head's at.
Do the job and get out of town.
Hey! I'll call my fucking homeboys. They're right around the corner.
The Devil's Ride, Tuesday at 10, only on Discovery.
December 1st, 1996. Shuttle mission STS-80. The longest mission of all time. On board is legendary astronaut Story Musgrave. During downtime, Musgrave searches for unidentified objects.
In order to see objects out there, you want to be in the nighttime and you want the object to be in the sunlight. If you want to observe possible UFOs or any other object or what